There we go. So, the light should come on when I plug this thing in. I'm doing this all one-handed. Yeah, our light is on. It's tricking that air conditioning unit. So basically how this works is you're taking control of the air conditioner thermocouples by heating them and tricking them and using the sensors. I'm going to zoom out here. The sensors that come with the STC into them becoming the operational sensors, and then if both parameters are met via your settings, it'll run. So we'll turn this thing on. So I have it set on high at all times. I have it set on cool. I set my temperature. The lowest it'll go is 18. By heating that sensor, those sensors, the original ones, and it's going to come on here shortly. You can hear. Sounds like that compressor might already be on, which is nice. It's thinking that it has to kick on the compressor, run the cool cycle because it's hotter than it is in the room. We're only going to see one of these sensors drop because my room temperature isn't going to drop that fast. You can see the one that's currently in the evaporator. It's going to drop down pretty quick. Yeah, we got the compressor on. We got some nice cold air, and that'll stay on as long as that light is lit. Because we're not in a controlled area, it's not going to drop all that quick. But once it's in a box, it's insulated, there's no air leaks. You're not going to be drawing moisture into the evaporator, which is an issue. That's what causes freeze up as well. As far as the air conditioner is concerned, it thinks it's 36 degrees and it's running. So we'll leave it run here for a minute and see how we're making out. Nice and cool. Nice cold air coming out of there. Oh yeah, definitely. All my heat guns are buried, or I'd show you that. So the unit's set at 18. That's the set point. But it thinks it's 37. It's climbing, so it's going to run this thing until your room is set. This is how these work. This is how a CoolBot works. An ink bird works. If you use 2 ink birds, you can actually do it with one like I have shown in the past. But this is by far a way more reliable setup. That's why I switched all my boxes to it. And it works really well. You can see that's the evap sensor obviously in the blue. It's coming down. It's sitting in there and it's coming down. I just touched it so it went back up. That's how sensitive these things are. I can hold that into the stream and you can see, for instance, it'll start dropping here. There you go. So, machine thinks it's 37 degrees. Heating the sensor still thinks it's 37 degrees. I don't know if we can get down and shut this thing off. I can't remember what I have it set for. I think 0, so we're not going to hit that. Well, we might hit that. I'll stick it in there and see what we get down to, just for a test. Just drop it quick. I think I have it set for 0 and on at 5 degrees or something. So she's dropping nice. I've been using building coolers for probably close to 10 years now. I'm using this method. I saw other ideas. I saw the CoolBot, and I thought to myself, I'm a licensed technician, not an AC technician, but I'm a licensed mechanic by trade. I specialize in the transmission industry. Sold my business. Take it easy now, but I didn't need anybody to tell me how to make an air conditioner work. I could run this thing down till it freezes solid. All I have to do is be able to control that that's what we're doing with either an Inkbird or with some other formula control. And these little ones, they're a nice option. I did get bit in the backside last year when I was building my cooler trailer with those Chinese offshore ones that looked like Honeywell, but they weren't definitely Honeywell. They were Junkwell, obviously overseas. So this thing's going to run until it gets down there. I'll show you. I do have a video on how to program this thing. It's my off temperature. I can turn it off and say, let's find out. So there, the light just went out. And of course my light's gone out. So. Here the light just came back on, and my light just came back on. I'm not going to get down to what I need to be here. You don't want your evaporator. I'm in the evaporator. I'm in the stream right now. The air stream coming out. I'm not going to get down to a zero in here. It's too large of a volume. There's another video on how to program these things. Basically, the two top arrows are your left-hand side. Up as you're on, down as you're off. Same here, up as you're on, down as you're off. So there's a way to do it. You just hold the button. You have a programming video, so check that out as well. But yeah, if you got any questions, don't hesitate to send them out to me. Like I said, this is going in the latest cooler build I'm doing. If you're interested in smokers, I got a convection smoker I'm currently building as well. Just waiting on a box coming out of overseas. Stainless box. Who knows if it'll be stainless. Yeah, so I've decided to start spending some time on this. These are great and how they run. But check back soon. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. And yeah, have a great day. So I'll just do a quick recap on how to program these things. Number one, up arrow is on, down arrow is off. So 1 is this side, 2 is this side. So 1, I have my on at 2 degrees, let it stop flashing. I'll hold it down to activate it so I can program it with either button, 1 or 2. Let's see what my off is at. It's going to go off at 0 so that the room doesn't freeze and the evaporator doesn't freeze. So we'll do the same here. Hold that bottom button down. It's designed to come on at 4 degrees. Obviously a little warm in here, it's 10.3. And we'll flash that. And it's designed to go off at 0 so that we don't get the evaporator, it'll freeze up. So that's how you program these things. 1 to channel 1, up is on, down is off. Same thing on 2. Up is on, down is off. And that's how you program these. A good start is probably 0 on both so that this unit doesn't run down below 0, either in the room or the evaporator, and then mess with your room temperatures. You want it to run and cycle off your room temperature. You can get the unit down by blowing it cold and overrunning the compressor for a little bit, but you're best off to get the thing cycling on on your room sensor for the sheer fact that you want it to maintain. I suggest sticking your temperature probe next to an analog gauge on the outside, so the outside of your cooler, so that you can program it. I also recommend putting these on the outside of the cooler so you can program it without having to go in and out and completely letting the box do a bunch of rundowns. It's a pain in the backside, let's put it that way. So check back soon, check back often, give me a thumbs up, have a great day.